Do you ever wake up and just feel so burned out? Well, I know I sure do. One of the main reasons why is because it's the exact same thing every day. I'm sure you guys have gone or are going to school. Don't you wish you could get those 2 more hours of sleep? Now, you might be questioning how I have the knowledge to speak on this topic. Well, because I'm a student who is constantly tired, and I have done a few surveys, I have asked others, and I have read research papers that show that put lots of focus on this subject. Students should not have to be at school by 8 a.m. They get so worn out by the middle of the school year, most kind of stop caring, and therefore grades drop or they drop out. Students need to sleep more, but how can they when they're in sports or even if they have a job? Now, how students and staff are affected by everything and how the schools will be affected. Benefits from starting the school day later is less reliance on caffeine, better health, and improved mental health. Some studies have shown that when students start later in the day, there was an increase in student achievement on standardized tests in both math and reading. There are some downsides to starting a school later. It could interfere with parents' schedules for work, and they may have to find a daycare for a few hours. After-school extracurricular activities may get harder to plan due to change in time and when parents get off work, and it would not be on their way home anymore. A way that you could have school start later but not affect the school activities, they could have some classes with every other, or at least some of them. Another thing they could do is a block schedule. I remember when the school had to close down for COVID the second time. That is what they did. I prefer that a lot more compared to trying to get up early and doing all my classes the same day when I could easily go back to bed and no one would notice. Students get very stressed out during the school year, which can cause anxiety or depression. If they get more help in school, then they could do better, but teachers have so many students a day, they will get stressed and their mental health will go down. I got that information from kansas.kbc.org. Sleep helps with lots of people, including their mental health. If school could start later, even at 9, it could benefit lots of things for a person. That hour makes quite a difference. Majority of students get so exhausted by the end of the year from the nonstop schooling and mental states go down. I got this information from mentalhealth.org.uk. Now, what about the teachers? Teachers have to get to the school before the students, which means they have to get up even earlier than them so they could welcome the students in. Teachers are expected to do so much more for the students than what's expected of them. The school is not a daycare for your kid. Teachers are not the ones who should have to raise them. Some percentages show that in 2017, 93% of teachers were stressed, but in 2021, only 60% had high levels of stress. Information from ozonline.com and forbes.com. Most articles say that due to COVID, that teachers are the most stressed out. But maybe they've always been, but COVID only brought light to it. A reason why teachers went down during the COVID era might be due to sleeping in. Most schools that are in Minnesota have to delay or cancel quite a bit in the colder months due to road conditions, but if schools naturally started 2 hours later, then there would be less need to delay school. Students that are more stressed tend to lash out more than others. They start to do not some smart things and get into trouble. I got the information from ashlyeducationjourney.com. Majority of the time is when students are struggling the most mental health wise. A little bit of extra sleep could help those students not lash out as much and keep less stress on those teachers. A little bit of extra sleep could benefit everyone. The teachers would have some more time to prepare things, students would have more time to do homework, and most of all, everyone would get to sleep in. Everyone is affected by a lack of sleep, no matter what the role is in the system. Students are some of the most affected by lack of sleep and stress. Teachers are also asked to do so much than what they are paid for. Students would only benefit from making it not start at 8.